This is how I started. This is how it's going so far. And this is how it ended. So to help build your gas mileage, make sure you're using that EV button right there. And that's going to help build your gas mileage whenever you're in the parking lot, stop and go traffic, or you're going through a drive-through. So use it as often as you can to help you build that gas mileage. So how did I get to that better gas mileage besides using that EV button in my hybrid? 3 words: Pulse and Glide. Have you ever heard it before, guys? So Pulse and Glide is a method used on hybrid vehicles to get your better gas mileage. So is that going to work in the city and on the highway? No, not necessarily, because you're going to probably be using more gas than hybrid at that point in your commute. But in regular city driving, this is going to help you get that better gas mileage. So what I mean by Pulse and Glide, if you're unfamiliar with the terminology, it is basically your pulse, which is your acceleration. You're going to let off the accelerator a little bit once you get to a certain speed, about 45 to 55. Then you're going to let off that and just let it glide, guys. So you're going to keep alternating using that, and that's going to help build your gas mileage. So as you saw earlier, I started off this morning, started off at 40.3, and I got as high as 41, and I ended at 40.8 miles per gallon, guys. So just using those particular methods. And like I said, whenever you're in stop and go traffic, driving through a parking lot, if you're able to use that EV button, if you own a hybrid, make sure you're using that button, guys. And that is only on your EVs. Now on your hybrid max options, such as what Toyota has, and I'm sure other makes and models have that as well, you're not going to have that EV button. It may work on those larger engines as well. How well it's going to work, I don't know, guys. But in my 2024 RAV4 Limited Hybrid, this is what I use, guys. So I want to pass that along to you. So I hope that method helps. Try it, see whether or not it works for you. But like I said, you may be in a city, or maybe you drive more highway than not, guys, so it's not going to do as well. But thanks for following, guys. Hope it saves you a little money at the gas tank. But thanks for following. You can always find me right here on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Andre Drives. And we'll see you next time.